All right, guys, I found a set play, and it's common. It's been used by plenty of teams out there, so it's nothing super fancy. But for us, it'll be something new to look at, and it involves very specific movements out of a very specific formation. Okay, we're used to running our open offense, which would be technically a 1-2-2-1, right? We're also used to putting our attackmen on X or on the crease, floating our wing guys down and running a 1-3-2, as I call it. But what this play, and the name of this play we're going to give it, is chaos. All right, because this play creates a lot of simultaneous motion that can really mess with the defense and give them challenges on covering the guys. And what it does is takes some of our best shooters and puts them in a position to be ready to receive a pass and immediately take a shot. Okay, so this is chaos, and what it is, the type of play it is just what's called a double mumbo pop. Mumbo is a motion where you basically switch sides and kind of set a pick in some different places. So what we're going to do is kind of talk about how this would work. So if we got to a place where we wanted to try running chaos, you're going to hear from the sideline, hey, let's run chaos, run chaos. The play is initiated by the top center midi, okay? And in most cases, it needs to be a good dodging midi, and so that's who will want to have the ball, okay? So if I see that guy has the ball, I may call out there by name and say, run chaos, run chaos. When you guys hear run chaos, you have to get yourself into the positions where we start. So if we're playing in black, which is what you see right here, there's going to be some motions that have to happen mostly with the attackman. The attacker going to end up inverting. So the crease attackman will actually float down to X, and our low attackman will float up into the house. Okay? This creates what's called a 1-4-1 offense. There's a lot of things you can do in a 1-4-1, but we're really only going to use it for chaos. So here's how chaos operates and how it works. The idea here is you're going to exchange your wing middies with your attackman while the midi is dodging from up top, and the X attackman will float to a position in order to have kind of a third option. The play is designed for the defense to come out, and basically you're going to play here, okay? You're going to have a midi down here, a midi down here, a pole, another pole, and then a third pole. So the defense all gets in here, and a lot of that defense is going to be kind of messy inside here, right? Because you got a top side up here, maybe they're playing a crease slide package. It doesn't really matter because of how many motions we're going to end up with. There's a good chance somebody is going to end up open. So the way this happens is top center midi initiates his dodge. He can go to whichever side he's most comfortable. If he wants to dodge to his right or dodge to his left, he can. It is important that he beat this midi, okay? So you got to get past him, use a nice quick split or face dodge, and continue your flow down this direction. What we're hoping to do here is draw, obviously, a slide. So one of these guys should be a slide to come out. So this all happens simultaneously. And what ends up happening here is this midi defender is probably in this direction. He's over in this direction as well. What we're going to do is when he initiates his dodge, so basically we got to draw it up, usually kind of north of the restraining line. You're going to get yourself a little bit of a running start. As that midi comes downfield and begins his dodge, the wing middies have to come in. They're going to float in and seal, essentially set picks on one of the defenders in the middle. Okay, you're trying to come in and create a bit of a blockade. So you will come in and basically set up right here as he's dodging. At the same time, these attackmen are going to run essentially little curl routes back up to this position, kind of the corner of the box, if you will. If you drew the house in here, you're going out to a position about 8 to 10 yards away from the goal, which gives you a nice distance for a step down shot. So the attackmen, they will float out of the crease and end up in this position and up in this position. Finally, our crease attackman, it doesn't matter what side he wants to go to, but he will go and set up on whichever side of the goal he is most effective at. Okay, you're gonna go get on the doorstep. If you are more comfortable catching right and finishing right, and maybe you come over on this side. If you want to work your left, then you can come over on this side. It doesn't really matter. You're going to be a good option for a second opportunity here. So as this happens, again, happens simultaneously. He dodges, middies come in, attackmen curl out, other attackman goes and parks himself on the doorstep. Okay, right here. Now we're set up. So as we see this come down, he beats his one midi, and as the slide comes to him, he has to continue his dodge down and then dump the ball off. All right, so what we're going to say is we obviously aren't going to continue in here with the dodger and end up in a double or triple team. So what we're going to do is dump the ball. So as it comes over here, okay, if we have a lefty shooter who catches it and can curl around and take that lefty shot, then we take that shot. But the way this play continues is, let's say it passes over, but this guy didn't slide. This was the slider, and so he's available, and this attackman is already almost doubled up. That's not a good opportunity. Well, where is a good opportunity? These guys are sloughed in. Guess what? He is a great opportunity. Skip pass across the midi for another rip down the middle. Okay, you're just going to fire it straight in there. So this is our strongest right-hand shooter. This is our strongest left-hand shooter. And then finally, let's say that that's not there either. Okay, so he gets gummed up or whatever. Well, now there's absolutely no way that this attackman is covered. So if he comes in, sees that he doesn't have a good shot, I want to see the dump down for the finish on the doorstep. Okay, that's chaos, and it looks like chaos, right? The place is a mess. But what you'll see if you look up, if you watch YouTube videos, and I'll send some out, I'll put some on Facebook. There's some good ones out there that show how this works. This is a set play, okay? And there's a good chance that other coaches will recognize what it is as we set up to run it. But that's okay. They probably will not have done a whole lot of work learning how to defend it. Because this is high school kind of college level play. You'll see this a lot in college stuff. And so, and high school games. So again, you got all your poles in here. They're kind of worried about everybody in the crease. 1-4-1 across. Dodge initiates from top. Let's say he goes this way. Midi comes in to seal right here. And you can get even closer. Like if this defender's here, that's fine. Just come in and seal right here. This guy's going to react because he's going to be wondering what you're doing. Now this attackman curls up, comes in and seals, curls up. This guy goes to the doorstep, coming down, and he dumps. There's too much traffic here. He doesn't have a good shot. These middies are trying to get in towards the middle to draw everybody in here and open up the shooting lanes. Skip pass over to the lefty shot, or lefty dump down fire. Okay, so that is chaos. We will start introducing that probably in the next couple weeks, but I want you just kind of looking at how the motions go. It has to happen all at the same time. That's why the videos that are forward will be good. It'll show you everybody moving at the same time and how this play is supposed to work. But this will be maybe our only set play that we're going to try to put into this season, because between black and gold, we have some good offensive options. We just have to run the rules and play the rules of the offense. There'll be opportunities there, but this one will be fun to try too as we go further down the road. All right, so that's it for this video. Speed, honor north. See you at practice.